Yo, what's going on YouTube? So today in this video we have a Minilove projector. This is a 1080p HD Wi-Fi Bluetooth projector. That's a very long name, but anyways, we do have this for about $220 you can get on Amazon. I'll throw a link in the description. Here is the projector itself, very well protected in foam and plastic. So you have the user manual right here, as well as warranty information, regulatory, everything else like that. You have a remote. I'll get into more of that in the future. It is an infrared, so keep that in mind, but it is really good. You have a power cable, which is very minimal, very similar to some of the newer gen consoles, and a HDMI cable, which is good because I always lose them or always am needing them. So we got that as well. And we also do have an RCA, basically split ended for a different type of audio if you have an older audio source. So that's really nice that it comes with pretty much everything that you need for a startup. So taking a look at the inputs, so we have on and off, power LED, a back setup okay menu, or back to home or whatever, directional. You have this aluminum trim. It's actually made out of plastic, but it's like a silver lining. On the back here, you do have a keystone, which is like a little knob, which is kind of weird, but you know, you got that since you don't really have to adjust it all that much. You have a little filter here. It's an actual filter, so that's where the vent is. It is replaceable. This is the power input, so it's a way smaller, so draws less power, which is very, very nice. You have an on and off switch, 2 USB ports, audio out, 2 HDMIs, AV in, VGA, IR blaster, so very similar connections on the back. It does have an IR blaster on the front and the back. Taking a look at the front, we do have logo, minimal branding. The bottom is a gloss finish, and the top is a matte finish with the star pattern, as well as the IR blaster right here. You got the lens cap, the lens right here, which is adjustable on the front. Very nice. And on the bottom of the device here, you do have a little adjustment riser here. So you just screw it up to be able to balance it on a, table or something like that if you wanted to adjust the height. You do have 3 mounting holes here. So if you want to mount it upside down, you can do that on the wall, or you can get one of those tripods that actually fit those 3, and then you can have it standing up with the tripod, so that way it's portable. All right, so we just got the stand here, as you can see. I'll probably do a little review of it later on, but it comes with 2 straps in case you want to strap it down. I'm not going to do so, but you can do that if you want to. It also has a little phone holder. Have it backwards, but if you have your phone, you can put it right here, and then you can stream wirelessly to this, or you can put it in wired, whatever works best for you. And then also we do have the IR blaster right here, so everything in the ports at the back, and then we do have a screen right there. We do have a popcorn machine there and our little sign there, so this is technically our movie station right here whenever we need to set it up. I never usually use this because I never had a good projector that can do a lot more than what a typical projector could do, but now we do have that, and we have the stand, so we have both of those ready. So we're gonna go and plug this in here, and we will test out on gaming as well as movies. I really did test out the screen mirroring. It does work really, really well, so we're gonna test that out as well for you guys. Power it on, and it will have an indicator right here. Right now it's at red, and then if you go ahead and hold it, it should turn on. There we go. So there we go, we got it right there. So now we have to adjust it to its clear. So right now it needs to be kind of at an angle, so we can go ahead and use this thing on the bottom here, which is what it's meant for. And then as you can see, we're almost there. Let's go ahead and keep adjusting it here. All right, so let's go ahead and adjust the clarity. There we go. As you can see, it's very clear. Now we do have lights on camera. You can't really see it at all, but in person, you can 100% see it. It's really, really clear. So it's gonna get this in frame again. There we go. So really, really nice. You can hear some ventilation. It's fairly loud. I will go ahead and meter this right now. We'll just put this right here just so you can see it. All right, so really quick, we're gonna do some tests of the actual product. So we're gonna see if it's actually producing a lot of heat, if it's really, really loud. We're gonna do all that right now real quick. And we're gonna also see how much ventilation it's pushing out. So the back is the intake, and then the left side is the exterior, which is the actual fan where it's coming from. So we're gonna go ahead and turn this around for a bit. So this is where the actual fan is right here. So we're gonna measure this. So right now, since we don't have it on for very long, we're gonna see how much it is outputting. Roughly around 111 degrees. Yeah, so it's pushing out about 110 on average. Just going to measure the sound here. Looks like it's right around 66, 65 decibels on average. So it's fairly loud. And then let's go ahead and measure some wind speed real quick as well. So the airflow is about 1.5 on average, and it's about 84 degrees of Fahrenheit, or heat if you would say. As you can see, that's how much it's outputting of actual heat. So that's that. It's fairly a warm device. It's fairly loud as well. Not as loud as super old projectors, but it is fairly loud. So this is the keystone here. So we don't really need to adjust that a whole lot. We gotta go back to clear. So to get it clear, you kind of want to put it into what it's kind of clear and adjust it a little bit more. And once it starts getting blurry, you slowly adjust it and then you get it to pretty much clear. So right now it says no network connection. We will use the remote and we will change the input settings. So we'll make this a little bit bigger because right now it's too small. It's on auto adjust. We do have controls right here if we want to, but I personally like using the remote, and I'll show you that right now. But we're gonna go ahead and turn off the lights so you can see it. Right now we have 2 lights on, which makes it way harder to see. Now we have 1, and all right, so that's probably the best I can get it. That's exactly how it looks on in person. So that's how you can see, and that's how it looks like when it's with lights. So it's like really, really good. And I do still have this light on top. So all right, so takes 2 AAAs here. We're going to use those EBLs right there. And then we're going to go to showcase the remote real quick. So this is the remote. You have on and off right here. A mute, which does mute fairly quick. You have basically rewind, forward, skip track, volume adjustment, flip. You can, it looks like it flips it upside down. Or it has various projection angles that you can flip it from. So you can flip it upside down, you can flip it right side up. Basically you can flip it mirrored. You have volume adjustment right there, as you can see, volume adjustment. You have menu, source, zoom, exit, and 1 through 9 recall and favorite. So it says just scan, zoom 2, zoom 1, 16:9, 4.3, and auto. So those are the quick settings, point to point. Some of these are cropped. I think auto for right now is going to be good. I believe you can change it in the menu settings here. You have reduce, noise reduction, aspect ratio, which is auto, picture mode, so you can change all the contrast, brightness, color, sharpness. I believe I do have this on custom, right? Yeah, I have this on custom, but you can change out the different types. On camera, this one probably looks the best, but in person, mine looks better. Yeah. I might have to go with soft for now, just so you guys can see it a little bit better. But for me, it's not as good as personally than what I have. Color temperature, you have medium, warm, user, make your own, cool. We're just gonna keep it at medium for now, which is basically a balanced color. You have sound. So you have your sound, which is movie, set to movie right now. You can have sports, user, standard, or music. I'm gonna keep it as movie for right now. And then you do have balance. So left and right channeling, right now it's balanced. Auto volume, I'm not too sure what that does. I'm pretty sure it just adjusts it accordingly to the sorts you're listening to. And then it also has Bluetooth right here, which is set to on. And then right now you have Bluetooth speaker. We're gonna go and search for it. It's very simple to set up. It basically press search, you get your device. Mine's already on, but I have it connected to a different device right now, which is my phone, which I don't know where it is. There it is. So we're gonna go disconnect this real quick. And boom, just instantly it already pops up as bump box flare 8, and at the bottom right there it says it's connected now. So we're gonna go back. We have this connected. There we go. We have English, restore factory, color range, software update, and then back to picture. So it has only 3 menu bars, not that much options. And then right here you do have your screen mirroring. So you have Android, iOS, and settings. And the remote is very quick to move. Like you don't even really have to point at the projector. The iris sensors are really good at picking up the remote, which is nice. So you have Wi-Fi reset, OTA, and mirroring settings. We're gonna check out what mirroring settings does. So you have AirPlay mode, screen mirroring, AirPlay. So basically you can connect it through AirPlay for just audio or screen mirroring for audio and visual. And then we're gonna go to Wi-Fi here. You can search for your Wi-Fi, connect it, and use basically some other stuff that you need to do. I'm gonna blur that out, but basically you have all those right there. I'm gonna go and enter my password real quick. All right, so typing with this wasn't very pleasant. It goes pretty much 1 increment. You can't rapid do it. But we're connecting right now, as you can see. We are connected, there we go. Very simple. Now we have sources here. So we have screen mirroring, HDMI 1, HDMI 2, DMP, AV, and VGA. So we're gonna go ahead and go to screen mirroring for now. And you can either do Android screen, and it'll go through the process. So basically you go to your device, go connect to the Wi-Fi and use the password. And then you connect the projector to the Wi-Fi. So they both have to be on the same Wi-Fi, and then you connect it easily through there. And that's for Android. That's the Android option right there. For For iOS, it's a little bit easier. You basically do the same thing, and then right here it says you can open WLAN and connect to Minilove pin 1234567 without Wi-Fi. So if you don't want to connect to Wi-Fi or you're out in the open, you don't need to do that, then you can do that. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and connect our Xbox now. We have our HDMI here. We're gonna plug it into HDMI 2, just like that. Let's go to HDMI 2 here. Let's get our controller, turn our Xbox on. All right, so we just turned on our Xbox right now, just like that, and we're connected. So we have our Xbox here, we have our Bluetooth speaker connected as well. We're gonna go and turn off this light here so we can get a little bit of a better look at the Xbox. And then we're also gonna make the screen a little bigger so we can see it. All right, so it looks like it works. And I believe we do need to change the settings here, and we can change the volume like that. Very simple, and we can mute it there as well. Very nice. All right, so there is a delay. I can hear the sound. Yeah, so the sound looks like it's delayed for some reason. We're gonna see if it's delayed during a game. I mean, it is Bluetooth, so I wouldn't be surprised if it is, but still there shouldn't be. Just play some Multiversus real quick, just to check it out. Hopefully there's no copyright music. All right, so it's looking good, it's looking good.
Choose your character.
So that, as you can see, you can hear it from here. I'm gonna turn up the volume. Obviously the bump box itself doesn't have the volume up a little bit more, but it is up at a pretty good distance.
Prepare yourself.
So far, gaming at night looks cool. You can hear that sound. That bump box is kicking in.
I was wondering when we were gonna meet again.
All right, and really quick, we're gonna go ahead and measure the heat. Wrong side. All right, really quick, we're gonna go ahead and measure the heat that it's outputting. So we're gonna go ahead and check this. Looks like it's up at about 135 on average, as you can see. So it looks like we're right around 135 on average. So it is definitely getting a little warmer. Before, I think it was at 110. So it's definitely producing a lot of heat. So you definitely want to have this in a well ventilated area or something else like that. It's definitely making my room a lot hotter. As you can see, our temperature right there is up to 85. It was at 82, so it went up 3 degrees in this entire room. And it is closed off completely. It's a completely sealed room, but still 3 degrees hotter. All right, so we're gonna go and switch to a different system now. Technically, we could just watch it through here. Oh, I just realized. I'm dumb. But if you move it more back, it's gonna get bigger. I didn't even realize that. I forgot about that. I forgot how projectors work. Shake my head. All right, so now we're good. All right, there we go. As you can see, it's definitely a lot better now. All right, as you can see, it's definitely a lot better now. You can see a lot more, which is good. So that's that. We're gonna go in and I guess we'll just check the volume on, I don't know if it's the Xbox or what, or if it's the HDMI. I have YouTube, so I guess we'll try YouTube. Pretty loud. We'll just do Mr. Beast, we'll see that.
I literally bought every single item in 5 stores. Starting with this one. All right, boys, fill up the carts. I want everything in the store.
Do these zebra pant count as everything?
If it's in the store, we're buying it. In this video right here, we bought everything in a store, and you guys really liked the video. So now we're doing it again, but with 5 stores.
Okay, I think there is a small delay. I can't tell because they're wearing masks for whatever reason. But there is definitely a small delay within the Bluetooth for sure. I could 100% tell that. I'm gonna see if it's the Xbox or if it's the bump box. We're gonna go ahead and do a wired connection first. So we're already set up on this, so might as well try it first. All right, so we have the bump box here and we have the projector right there. Let's go ahead and plug in the connection here. I'm pretty sure it's audio. I think it's just audio out, right? We're gonna try that, see if it works. Let's turn this off. It's already on movie, so we should be good. There we go. All right, so now it's a direct current to the speaker with a 3.5 jack. Now we're gonna go and check it out and see if it's actually if it's the Bluetooth itself. That sounds a lot better. So it's definitely the Bluetooth. We're gonna have to have a wired connection, which kind of sucks. Like you can see a little bit of the brightness on the corner over there. So it's definitely a lot brighter than most out there for sure. So it's giving off a pretty good amount of light. It has built-in hi-fi stereo. We will check out the audio audio that's built into the device in a bit. You have multiple connections available. So you have AC, USB, VGA, HDMI 1.2, audio in and AV. So you have all that in the back right there. So the minimum distance that you can put the projector up to a wall or a surface is 4 feet. The maximum distance is 26.2 feet, which gives you a 450 feet reach of screen. And the aspect ratio is 12,000 to 1. So it looks brighter, more crisp. It's a full HD, native 1080p. The LED has a life of about 60,000 hours, which should last you about 5 years if you were to use it constantly for about a few hours a day. All right, so I wanted to go ahead and try screen mirroring real quick just to show you what I'm talking about. There we go. So we have the screen mirroring now, as you can see. So working really well. You basically have to connect to the Wi-Fi on both devices, and then you're able to easily just press it from this spot right here. And then from there, it works as Apple TV. You have your own volume. You have basically anything you can do. You can play a game. You can do anything else you want on here, which is very nice. Now I wanted to show you what I was talking about. So this is the listing right here. It says right here, how to set up to a Fire Stick with audio. So it says you have to go through the settings, which is obviously what I would go through. It's a zooming function, make sure it's not too large, make sure it's a certain distance. You can use the zoom function, make it smaller for viewing. So right now this is about $200 as of recording. It's $220. So if you wanted to buy it new, it's $220. Very nice, but the screen mirroring, it works. If you have a reason to be using screen mirroring, then you can easily use it. Very, very quickly, you can easily, let's see, we'll jump into Castle Clash real quick, and it auto adjusts to exactly how your screen mirroring is. And it's very quick too, like, it's kind of insane. I don't know if I could pull it off right now because I haven't played in years, but we'll see. Right now, nothing's dead. I don't want to jinx it, but this is Cold Air. That's what he's doing right there, and that's a different person, and it looks like most of them died. I don't know what to, but they died to something that was very powerful. Looks like it was probably Mahatma, but yeah, you get the gist. They're basically very OP characters. We basically won that battle. I just realized there's no audio. There we go. So the other game, let me go and show you the audio just cause. I forgot you have to have your ringer on for some reason. Yeah, so there's no audio delay. It sounds basically exactly how you would. I don't want to get copyrighted because I don't know if it's copyrighted. We're going to go back into Minecraft and check the Minecraft audio out and visuals as well. Very easy. I wish the Bluetooth was a little better. I might have to fix it. Maybe there's something you need to reset or fix a little bit better. So we're in Minecraft now. This is kind of a newer account. I don't really play Minecraft on mobile. So this is Minecraft. Obviously it's not 120 hertz, so you do have some different boggling compared to this, as you can see. So the phone here is 120 hertz. This is an iPhone 13 Pro. This is 60 hertz, so it does look a little bit different compared to if you were to game just straight off your phone. It looks cool. Why would you game on something like this? I mean, it is pretty cool. I played games on a projector and it's game changing. No pun intended. It's just really cool. Playing games on a projector instead of a screen every once in a while is pretty good. As a main, I wouldn't really recommend it. For movies, it's definitely really cool. Since I do have my bed at an angle where I can't really watch movies laying down completely, this is the best scenario that I have in order to actually watch movies with this type of deal here. Let's go into some Clash Royale just for fun. Okay, don't make fun of my deck. I'm trying to master some of the stuff right here so I can get more gems for fun. But you can adjust the audio here. You can raise it, lower it, do everything straight off the bat, which is cool. So now you have 3 ways of controlling the audio. You have the remote, the speaker itself, and your phone. If you use basically screen mirroring. Yeah, don't mind me, I just have some toxic emotes. I'm trying to collect every toxic emote. I'm toxic? No, I'm playing. If you don't have a Fire TV stick or Apple TV or a Google Chromecast or anything else like that, a media stream play, or if you don't have one of those sticks or anything else like that, you can use easily the screen mirroring, which is really nice that it actually has that. Some projectors don't even have that. The projector I had before doesn't even have that, and that was a $300 projector. This one is a $220 projector as the time of recording, and it has that. It does have Bluetooth, which is kind of a gimmick. They kind of just threw it in there just for fun, but I wish it was a little bit better. That's probably the only thing that they really need to fix. Now that I actually tested it out, that's the only thing that they really need to fix. But overall, back to HDMI 2, since my Xbox is still on, I don't know why. As you can see, the audio is way better now. We're gonna go back into Multiversus and we're gonna check it out on a bigger screen now, just to show you, just because. All right, so we're gonna go and play this right here. Obviously, we're gonna do Bugs Bunny. We're maxing him out. I don't even know what the max level is, but we're gonna try to max him out. So we're gonna see. So far, no delay. There's no delay in the actual gameplay itself. It is 60 hertz, but not a lot of games support 120 or 140. Right now, I'll show you the settings. The settings on display, 1080p up to 720p, and there is no other modes that you can do. Now, it is the Xbox Series X, like I mentioned before, so it's a beast of a console. Similar things for PS5. A company is watching this and you have a 4K projector that supports gaming mode, please send it to me, contact me, and I really would love to test it out. Alright, so I honestly might not do Fortnite just because I don't really like playing Fortnite right now. But we will test out Sea of Thieves, which is 120 hertz supported. Very beautiful game, very amazing looking. We're gonna go test it out. I know this game looks really good in person with a actual gaming monitor, so we're gonna see. Wow, this actually looks pretty good off the bat. This game is optimized for obviously the Xbox Series X. Right now, both of them are probably off right now, but we'll see. But the game so far looks crisp. The edges on the corners and a little bit at the bottom is a little not there, but it is pretty good. So right now, audio is good. Yeah, audio is good. Visuals look all right. The sun is very bright. The different colors here. So definitely mine looks better in person. The one that I set up. Oh, I think it reset it. But this one looks better in person for sure. Go ahead and change your weapon here. And the settings, let's check this out. So the settings here, you don't even have the option for the Xbox Series X enhanced graphics settings, but it does have options for 90 field of view, so that's nice. Audio, the audio I'm using, and we can change it to speakers if we wanted to. So there's no option at all. Usually for Sea of Thieves, there will be an option for Xbox Series X, and it'll tell you to turn on 120 hertz, and this one doesn't even show it at all. Looks like we're about to sell, so that's really cool. I just joined it to, just good because I need to level up my Order of Souls. But so far, it's definitely playable. I just realized that it's really playable compared to any other projector I've tried. Like, there's usually a lot of input lag. There's no input lag at all. Like, it's really easy to play. I'm gonna also try out a Nintendo Switch and see if it has any input lag, because usually Nintendo Switches with multiple controllers connected, especially on Smash Bros, have a lot of input lag on bigger screens. If this changes that, then this is definitely a win, and it's definitely something you would probably want to check out. So I'm gonna do that test as well, but I probably can't because my space is about to run out on my SD card. So this is definitely going to be a long review, definitely about 10-20 minutes of a review, because I needed to go in depth of everything that you need to know about the projector. That's like a little brown, that's a little like a maroon-ish color, that's actual brown and stuff like that, purple, and various colors. Everything looks very, very color accurate. This is like an orange/reddish, very nice. So very color accurate, very responsive, no input lag. Everything looks good, very beautiful, and very much playable, especially on bigger size screens. So really nice. Let's go ahead and all right, really quick, I want to do another temperature test. I've been playing and using it for about 2 hours now, so let's just go ahead and test out the temperature of the overall chassis. So we're sitting right around 138 on average, and the actual device itself is about 100 on average. Okay, it went to 110 right there, but the entire device itself under 130. The rest of the part are definitely 100. Like it's definitely, it's warm on top, hot air on the side, and the rest of it is basically just warm. So that's that. We're gonna actually, I want to test out the lens itself, see if that's actually hot. Okay, it's not really giving off too much heat, so that's good. Just going to power this off. You just double click it to power it off, and then switch the switch on the back. So it's definitely giving off a lot of heat for sure. It doesn't get really loud. It's not an annoying loud compared to this one that I have or other ones that are out there, which I will go and test out. The new one is rated at 130 watts. So this is a 130 watt projector. Compared to TVs, I believe that is good. I'm not too sure. If you guys want to pick up one of these stands, by the way, I will leave a link in the description. The quality on it is okay. The aluminum right here does feel cheap. The base itself, decent. It's a little wobbly, but I mean, it's going to be stationary, so we're pretty much set on that. And obviously, if you wanted to have your phone right here, you can do that as well. So very cool. I'm definitely be keeping this. I definitely needed something like this, but I obviously won't have it obviously out here all the time, so we're definitely put it up. Also, I'm just going to show you this right here. We're at 87 now, so it went up from 82 before we even started this test all the way up to 87, so it went up 5 degrees in this entire room. Once again, it is closed off and sealed, but still definitely need to have ventilated areas.